Join me as I dive into the rich tapestry of African cultural heritage and try to showcase the most incredible traditional pride from across the continent. African cultural heritage is a vibrant and diverse expression of the continent's history, values, and beliefs, and it's something that brings so much pride to the people who call Africa home. African cultural heritage is facing numerous challenges in a rapidly globalizing world, where traditional practices and customs are often overshadowed by modernization and westernization. Many young Africans are embracing Western culture, which can lead to a disconnection from their roots and a loss of cultural identity. This can be seen in the way people dress, the music they listen to, and the languages they speak. As a result, many African cultures are struggling to survive, and it's up to us to preserve them. The impact of globalization on African cultural heritage is a complex issue, and it requires a nuanced approach to address the challenges it poses. For instance, the spread of Western media has led to a decline in the use of traditional African languages, which are an essential part of African cultural identity. The challenges of preserving African cultural heritage are further complicated by the lack of resources and infrastructure in many African countries. Many museums and cultural institutions lack the funding and expertise to properly preserve and showcase African cultural artifacts, which can lead to a loss of cultural heritage. Furthermore, the commercialization of African culture can also be a challenge, as it can lead to the exploitation of African cultural practices and customs for financial gain. African cultural heritage is not just about preserving the past, but also about embracing the present and looking towards the future. By supporting African artists, musicians, and writers, we can help to promote African cultural heritage and ensure its survival for generations to come. African culture is incredibly diverse, with over 50 countries and more than 2,000 languages spoken across the continent. Music is a huge part of African culture, with different genres and styles emerging from different regions. From the Afrobeat of West Africa to the Juju music of Nigeria, African music is known for its vibrant rhythms and catchy melodies. Dance is also an essential part of African culture, with many traditional dances still being performed today. The Maasai people of East Africa, for example, are known for their traditional jumping dance, which is an important part of their cultural heritage. African art is another significant aspect of African culture, with many different styles and techniques being used to create beautiful and intricate pieces. From the wood carvings of West Africa to the beadwork of South Africa, African art is known for its vibrant colors and unique designs. Storytelling is also a crucial part of African culture, with many stories being passed down from generation to generation through oral tradition. The stories of Anansi the spider, for example, are still told and retold today, and are an important part of African cultural heritage. African culture is not just about the past, but also about the present and the future, and it continues to evolve and grow with each new generation. The significance of African culture can be seen in the many traditional ceremonies and festivals that take place across the continent. The Dogon people of Mali, for example, hold a traditional ceremony to celebrate the harvest season, which is an important part of their cultural heritage. The Zulu people of South Africa also hold a traditional ceremony to celebrate the reign of their king, which is a significant aspect of their cultural identity. These ceremonies and festivals are not just important for the communities that hold them, but also for the preservation of African cultural heritage as a whole. By attending and participating in these events, we can help to promote African cultural heritage and ensure its survival for generations to come. One of the most powerful performances that showcases African pride and heritage is the traditional Zulu reed dance. The dance is performed by young women, who wear traditional costumes and carry reeds as they sing and dance. The dance is an important part of Zulu cultural heritage, and it's a beautiful expression of African pride and tradition. The dance is not just about the performance itself, but also about the cultural significance and meaning behind it. It's a celebration of Zulu culture and traditions, and it's an important part of African cultural heritage. The dance is also a way of preserving African cultural heritage, as it's passed down from generation to generation through oral tradition and cultural practices. The Zulu reed dance is a significant aspect of African cultural heritage, and it's a powerful expression of African pride and tradition. The dance is not just about the performance itself, but also about the cultural significance and meaning behind it. It's a celebration of Zulu culture and traditions, and it's an important part of African cultural heritage. The dance is also a way of preserving African cultural heritage, as it's passed down from generation to generation through oral tradition and cultural practices. By watching and learning about the Zulu reed dance, we can gain a deeper understanding and appreciation of African cultural heritage, and we can help to promote and preserve it for future generations. It's essential that we celebrate and preserve African cultural heritage for future generations, as it's a vital part of human history and identity. By doing so, we can help to promote cross-cultural understanding and appreciation, and we can work towards a more inclusive and diverse world. African cultural heritage is a treasure trove of knowledge, wisdom, and creativity, and it's up to us to preserve and protect it. Join the conversation and share your favorite aspects of African culture in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos on African cultural heritage and related topics.